Hey everybody, thanks for checking out our video. In this video, we'll show you how we transformed a dirt field into a beautiful chicken coop, all on our own. Our ground wasn't quite level to begin with, so we had to dig out the shape of our coop before we began. Digging our coop walls into the ground gave us the added benefit of acting as a predator guard, which is important where we live. Our property borders a nature reserve, so coyotes, raccoons, opossums, and snakes are all regular visitors. We want to keep our girls happy and safe. It wasn't all hard work though. We made sure to have some fun along the way. We assembled the walls first, one by one, and added the chicken wire before we stood them up. Once we were ready, we started standing the walls up, leveling them, and joining them. This was quite a monumental task since our coop is large, nearly 16 feet by almost 40 feet. We wanted a big coop so our chickens would have plenty of room to roam. After some hard work, we started getting something that actually looked like a chicken coop. We added a few artistic touches and then moved on to concentrate on the bottom of the walls. This was an important part because we wanted them solid and secure. For the bottom portion of the walls, we used cedar boarding. We cut them to size one by one and nailed them around the perimeter. Remember, we dug the wall line into the ground before we started, so each board is almost 1 to 2 feet underground. Next, we assembled the door. In hindsight, we wish we would have made it a little bit larger. It has worked out just fine though. We added a latch on the inside to keep the chickens from pushing out while we were in there. It's been a nice feature that we've been happy with. Next, we started on the hen house inside the coop. We used standard 2x4s and cedar boarding for the house. We designed and built it in kind of a horseshoe shape that would be enclosed on the front, sides, and back, but open in the middle. We planned on having a lot of chickens, so we wanted to make sure that there was room for everybody. It turned out pretty nice, and our girls love it. We weren't quite done with the coop, but we were too excited, so we put a tarp over the roof and moved the girls in a little early. They were absolutely thrilled to be out of their little coop, and they settled in quickly.
How about that? How about that, Rachel?
Maybe we'll see. Oh, G. Cool, G.
Next, we started working on some landscaping around the coop, which, actually, we'd been doing intermittently during the build. We wanted the area around the coop to be pretty and give it a little curb appeal. Finally, we added the roof. We got the design idea from another of our favorite YouTubers. He has some great videos and great builds, and our roof turned out beautiful. After the completion of the coop itself, we concentrated on landscaping around the coop. This took some time. Not all of our plantings worked out, and we had to revise and replant as we went along. We have an interesting climate here and can reach over 110 degrees in the summertime and below freezing in the winter. We definitely learned quickly that not all plants can tolerate that range. After some successes and failures, we learned to do a little better research into our plant selections, and eventually we found some plants that would stick. We also had to make sure that any plants up against the coop were not toxic. Chickens will eat anything. We also ended up adding some shade cover on both sides of the coop to keep the girls cool. For this, we chose plastic plant sidings from Lowe's. It's functional and it works great. We added a few more landscaping items and called it a done deal. Today, we have a beautiful, functional coop surrounded by a little park area, complete with a koi pond for our family to enjoy. Our girls and boys have been happy and safe for almost 5 years now. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give us a like and consider subscribing to our channel. We have a lot more project videos coming up.